Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy Saturday. I am so excited for this. I hope you're excited too. If you're new here, hello, I'm Sarah Liz. This is Sassy's LLC, and this is part of my 12 days of giveaways. We're actually going to do 10 for now. 2 of the giveaways haven't shown up in the mail yet. That's kind of what happens around Christmas, right? But we have a big one today. We have a big one, and there are so many of you here, and you're talking about snow and wanting snow. And where did it go? Kim says, I love the snow. We don't have as much. I love walking in the woods when it's snowing. Oh man, somebody else was saying they like working in the woods when it's snowing. I don't. Friends. It's like the worst 4-letter word. Oh my goodness. It's so great to see everyone. Hello. Margie's here again. Is it Margie or Margie? I don't want to be mispronouncing it because I'm never sure. Stephanie's here. I saw T's here. Melissa's here. Jana. Wait, Jana. Oh, you didn't say snow. You just said cold. I was like, is it snowing in Alabama? We've only had flurries so far. And I am so grateful. But we did have really bad ice one day, and I just don't leave the house. And I have students from all over the world. So I have a couple of students from Tajikistan who are doing their very first driving on ice. And I was like, oh, you guys, just tell them you can't make it. Just tell them you can't be there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, cold in Texas too. Yep. All right, my friends, we have a lot. We have a lot to do today and a lot to unbox, but I thought we would start by announcing some winners. We have 4 new winners today, like brand new winners. So I'm actually going to go through just the whole list of winners in case anybody missed it. So day 1 was the Scrappy Tales giveaway. It was like a whole goodie bag from them, and that went to Angie Wagoner. And I've already emailed her, and she emailed me back, and I have her address, which is great. Day 2 was the Hero Arts box it's like a subscription box, but then some extra goodies in there. And that went to Wendy McGowan, and I've already heard back from her. Day 3 was the Waffle Flower giveaway. It's 2 grab bags. It's a huge one. I drew a name. It's Davtai Kalu Muhammad. I sent an email. I haven't heard back. I think they're international. I think. So I will give them a couple of days to email me back and confirm, because sometimes people are like, yes, but you can send it to my sister who lives in Florida or something like that. If Davtai doesn't have a US address I can send it to, then we will do a digital something for them, and I will draw a new name at that point for the Waffle Flower giveaway. And then we have 4 new giveaways for today. Lori says, how can we win? There are 2 ways to get your name entered to win for each day of giveaways. Okay. And this is day 9. So the forms are typically open for 5 days, which means there's 4 other days of giveaways you can still sign up for. There's a Google form, and then there's a poll in my Patreon. All those details are linked in the description box. And after we unbox it, I'll go through everything in a little bit more detail. But let's talk about today's winners. So I drew a name for our day 7 giveaway. There was the Sassy Club grab bag, and that one I haven't drawn yet. But the Easy Holiday card classes, I said I was going to give away in 2 days. So I drew Serena Singer's name. I don't know if Serena is in the US, but that's a digital giveaway anyway. So once this live is over, I will email her and send her the code for her Easy Holiday Makes class. That's through LV Handcrafted. My friend Lynn has been pulling together some really great designers to put card classes together. So we've talked about that in the past couple lives. So that giveaway was the first one that I drew. And then we have 3 names for giveaway day number 4. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? It's so good. And I have a surprise for you. So it was the Spellbinders photo play, like a D-stash bag. It is a very full, you guys, words. Words today. Yay. But one of the USPS like flat rate envelopes, the padded envelopes, it is huge, 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 huge. So that goodie bag is going to Barb White. She says she lives in the US, so I will email her after this to get her address. If you win, you get 5 days to email me back with where I should mail that. If I don't hear from you, I'll draw another name. I just want all of these things to find a new home in the new year. Yeah, so if you don't see anything in the description box below, refresh the page. I updated that description box maybe 10 minutes before the live started. So I put the forms in there, and then I listed as many supplies as I could fit. You get 5,000 characters in a YouTube description box. And I was at almost 8,000 trying to list everything. And I had already like pulled back as much wording as I could. So if you go to the poll, you'll find the complete listing of what's in the box. But we're going to go through it together anyway. Let me get back to my list here. So I drew, it was supposed to be for 2 Saskatoon memberships for my channel, but I decided like we should upgrade that. I really, really think that we should be giving away a larger membership. So I kind of want to show you what that includes. Give me a second to grab my screen. Slides and PDFs, share your screen. There we go. Is it going to let me? It might. Let's try this one. Can you guys see that okay? Let me make that bigger for you. So this is one of the databases that the champion tier gets. This is my top tier. It is $25 a month. And every time there is a new free printable kit that come out on the first and third Friday of the month, there is the card sketch, a link to any videos related to it, a download. So if I click on that, it's just going to take me to the PDF that came with that. If there are, if it's possible to offer resizable sentiments, and 95% of them it is, they also get a direct link to those resizable sentiments as PNG files. And then since I started my Patreon, I have also been releasing things like digital paper and ephemera. And so you'll see down in these later ones, they get resizable images as well. And I just thought this would be a really fun time. Hey friends, are we back? I have no idea what happened. Like my whole browser shut down. Give me a thumbs up if everybody can see everything and hear everything okay. I have no idea why that happened. I'm learning. Yay. Oh, I'm back. Oh, we have so much fun stuff to do. Okay. I think it's telling me not to share my screen. So we're just not going to do that. Anyway, there's a database that gives you like direct downloads to all the things, but then there's also the browsable sentiment database where you can search by kit number, by when it came out. You can search all the wording, the sentiments. There's like ways to search just by theme and then direct downloads to everything. And I was like, I love that tier, but I know that it's expensive and not in most people's budget. So I'm going to give away 2 champion memberships instead of 2 Saskatoon memberships. So those winners are Rianne Leemans Vanderdonk and Yvette Aaliyah Creates. You guys, does anybody follow Yvette? She's on YouTube. She's a buddy of mine. She has been using emergency sentiments in her videos for months and months and months. She has like a better organizational system than I do. I drew her name and I lost it. Like I I was like, I know this human will use this. And so that just made me really, really happy. You guys, enter to win. Please enter to win. Like, it's usually there's about 900 people listed, but you have to remember a lot of those are doubles. Okay. And then a lot of, some of them are like triples, or there's 4 because there were some early polls where you could get your name in extra. So there's definitely a chance to win. And I think these prizes are amazing. So should we unbox some stuff? Are you ready? I've been waiting for this one for a long time. So we are unboxing the Trinity Stamps grab bag. They had 3 of them around Black Friday. There was a $50 embellishment grab bag, a $100 like stamp die stencil grab bag that had $200 in supplies. And I was going to buy that one. And so I sort of reached out. I'm on their design team. And I have a huge soft spot for Trinity, right? They have taken so many chances on me as a new designer, as a product designer, a new product designer, like, oh my goodness. And I was like, I have a team discount. I get a little discount for being on their design team. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I shouldn't use this. And when Tanisa found out I was going to give this away, she mailed me the $200 grab bag that has $800 in supplies. It took me almost 2 hours to make the list of everything. It's so good. Okay. I also want to let you know one more thing. Trinity Stamps is running a gift card sale. They've never done this before, at least not that I know of. So depending on how big of a gift card you buy, you can get a 10% or 20% discount. I love sales like this because you're buying a coupon and then you can stack that coupon on top of other sales. So I have linked to the gift card stuff below. I've linked to all the supplies that are in this box below. A lot of them are already on sale. They're like overstock retiring category is 20% off right now. So if you're a fan of Trinity Stamps, or if you've thought about trying them before, this is maybe a really great way to give them a try and do it at a discount. All right, let's go to the tabletop. It's going to be great, you guys. Can we see that? I want it to switch. There we go. Let's start here. We did sneak peek just a couple of things yesterday, and this was one of them. And so I had to look it up. So this is liquid scrap spots, and it's like a gel. And so you can put it on your projects and it functions instead of like a foam tape, and you can get higher lift, I think, than foam tape. And I think it's probably going to be a little sturdier when you're done. Tracy says, Trinity, I know. Tanisa is like the nicest, warmest. I can't even. She's so great. Okay, so liquid scrap spots. That's item number 1. Has anybody used that before? Holler in the chat if you have used that before. Then we have 2 packs of 3D foam squares. Well, these are squares, right? So these are just like the little adhesive ones. And I think these are the slightly higher ones. I know this brand has like a super thin and then a regular. I think this is the regular. But then this one is black and they're foam sheets, but they're adhesive backed. So that's really great. I've used this brand many, many times and they are fantastic. Oh, Bonnie. Bonnie says, I've always had a soft spot for Trinity Stamps. I have all of your dies for the emergency card kit. Amazing. They are coming back in stock. We were hoping December, not December. Look, maybe in January. I don't know for sure, but fingers crossed, they're coming back. They sold out everywhere. I'm overwhelmed by how quickly they sold out, you guys. I'm glad you like them. Okay, this one's interesting. This is a text background, and it doesn't have a label on it. You guys, I'm getting my glasses out. Oh my goodness. See if I can read any of this. I wear these almost never. So choose joy. And it's backwards. Show kindness. Like, I think it's encouragement stuff. I'm vaguely remembering Trinity having an encouragement background stamp. I didn't realize it was red rubber. I love red rubber, especially for something that is this detailed. I think you're going to get a really, really great impression. And this goes almost all the way to the edge. So yes, I love the foam on there. And then it just, right. Or maybe Sherry's talking about this foam for layering. I love them both, you guys. Oh, Tracy says, I have that one. Is this the encouragement background, do you think? Does that sound right? Tracy's on the design team with me. If you don't follow Tracy at Not Afraid of Color, she's wonderful and a little sassy like me, and I absolutely adore her. She goes live a lot. All right. Here, I have been eyeballing these, you guys. You can get these at Trinity Stamps. They aren't foam daubers. These are little brushes. They're like little mini. Do you see that? And then they stack on top of each other so you can protect them and not contaminate the color. And you stick your little finger in there. These are so great. These are so wonderful. So yeah, awesome, awesome. Rita says, I'm new to Sassy's LLC and Trinity Stamps. Welcome. It's a really... I think it's a fun place to be. I'm going to start setting stuff over somewhere else. I don't even know. We're like out of room in here, you guys. Who watched Craft Roulette last night? Give me a 1 if you watched Craft Roulette, because one of the parameters is something from your floor, and I could make 1,000 cards with what's on my floor. Anybody else? Okay, so this one, this is a cut and foil. So these little snowflakes are hot foiled plates, but they all have individual dies that go with them. And there's a ton of them. If you don't have a hot foil system, oh, tons of Craft Roulette. Yes, Sire. It took me, how long did it take you guys to figure out that it was Sire? It took me longer than I want to admit, maybe 10 minutes. But eventually the voice to me gave it away. Oh, it was so good. If you don't have a hot foil system, you can use these kind of as like press plates almost. You use the rubber mat and run them through and you can create an impression. I like to use, let me grab some VersaFine Clair ink, and you can kind of gently, this is a pigment ink, gently tap that over the top and you can run it through with your embossing mat. This is also in this grab bag. This is Morning Mist. And honestly, I think I have this color. We can swatch that. I do. Let's see. It's a lovely, lovely gray, right? It's nice and dark, but when you're like, I want a neutral sentiment, but I don't want black, like black is too much, this is an excellent one. I have just a ton of those inks, because if I'm going to free range stamp and not use my stamp positioner, that's the only ink I'll use. It's the only chance I have to get it in one go. Ooh, Dallas, or Dallas, sorry, it says that's my fave color. It's great. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful neutral. Yeah, Missy says, I really wanted those inks there. Amazing, amazing. I cannot say enough good things about them. And they just came out with a whole bunch of new colors. My friend Lynn over at LB Handcrafted, I think, did a whole video kind of swatching the old colors and the new colors if you're trying to tell like which ones you might want. Teresa says, if we are already a member, do we have to sign in every time we vote? Probably. Like if it lets you just click the link and you're in there and you can vote, great. But if it's not letting you vote, or if it's asking you to sign up or pay money, then just sign in again. Sorry about that. There are some things about Patreon that aren't my favorite, but they also take care of a lot of like button clicky things for me that I would not have time for if I did it through my website. So apologies. This one I think we sneaked last time. This is an enormous set. Buttercup Blossoms. Okay, and so we have 2 very large pieces, and I wonder, let me see for a second. That might fit on a 5x7. but it definitely will also fit on, I think, a mini slimline, like a kind of a chunky mini slimline. And then we have dies as well. I think I have maybe a sample with this one. Maybe not. I was going to go through and like pull samples for things that I have made. And seriously, there's so much in here. I ran out of time. I did not plan well enough. We have a question. Whoops, right there. Can you post the VersaFine colors you have in the box for us newbies? I can. Trying to figure out where I can post them. I'm out of room in the description box for YouTube, but I can add them to the Patreon poll. Or Rita, if you just want to message me on Patreon or send me an email, and you can find my email address on my website, sassy'sllc.com. You can just ask and be like, hey, what colors do you have? And I'll send them to you. So yeah, it's a space issue. Sorry about that. Next, I'm just going to pull these out for a second. I have a bunch of coordinating dies. So we're going to get to some stuff later that has the coordinating dies, and I have to set them aside because I keep trying to pull them out on their own. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. And he's got ornaments all through his beard. It's called Holiday Tweets. And this guy, I couldn't even find on the website. I don't think he's available anymore. And he's so cute. And then the little birds with their giant hats. Trinity Stamps has a ton of gnomes. Cute ones now, not the creepy ones. Sometimes they get creepy. So I love this guy. Yeah. The bird gnomes are so, yes. I love those birds. They're incredible. We sneak peeked this last time as well. So they have a bunch of stamp sets with this bear. If you like this bear, a ton of them are on that sort of sale rack. They're either being retired or they're overstock. And so I love this. And then this tree actually is maybe my favorite piece of it because it's so open and you can do so many things, really easy coloring. We were talking about coloring the other day. And it was like people were saying they don't know how, or you can just color one layer. You really, really can. And I think alcohol markers are great for that. I like the Ohuhu ones. They're really affordable. They blend nicely. And I got a ton of colors because I didn't know what I was doing. This one, I'm going to have to grab a piece of paper. This one doesn't have packaging. It's so good. Let's do it this way. So this is the A7 envelope builder. And what I love is that you've got two different styles of flaps. You can make like a regular looking envelope, or you can make one here that has the flap, right? So it goes here, which is my favorite way. I don't know why. I think that feels fancier, but it's amazing. And you get, you guys, this beautiful thinking of you. And then a scallop frame and a stitched frame. They have a bunch of envelope builders. There's an A2, there's a slimline. My favorite is the 4-bar. It's like the size of an RSVP card. Actually, I have a sample right here. Hang on. Whoops. Now you know what's behind my desk. Trash and samples. Okay, so I made this 4-bar card and this envelope with their 4-bar envelope builder, and it's on that sale rack. I love this so much. Let me grab an A2 to give you like a size reference here. But it's just a little smaller. Sometimes I feel like an A2 is a lot of space, you know? Is it 3 by 4? It is 3.5 by 5. Okay, so again, just a little bit smaller, and I love it. And the cheese, you guys. Last January, they came out with this incredibly whimsical release that had like an Instax looking camera, and the circle shaped card die came out in that one. The cheese, the light bulbs. It was, I think, my favorite release from any company ever. It was so, so great and full of puns. Anybody else? Full of puns. Yeah. Okay. So I love that one. I was so excited to see that in there. Then we have this one. I have this one. This is, I can't remember the name of it. It's very shiny. It's a slimline, but then this has that modern embossed detail. So here is a circle I cut with the dies that I designed. Do you see that really beautiful edge on there? That's that modern embossing, and Trinity does a ton of it. So all of these circles will cut that out. So even if you don't want to make a slim line, you've got easy ways to cut out a circle. It's ever so slightly bigger than this one, which is 2 inches. So if you are an emergency card maker, this is a lovely, like slightly bigger layer. And then there's 2 layers on that slim line. I don't know if I didn't grab my slimline cards. They're in a separate spot because they don't fit in my drawers, but I love that one. And then this one is mini slim, and it has a ton of stitched layers. Oh, the glare. You guys, I still got to figure out lighting for lives. I've got it figured out for my regular videos. I love to, when you're looking at like a slimline or mini slim, that is an amazing sentiment strip. So you've got lots of options. Okay. There's so much stuff in here, you guys. It's so great. This is a favorite. I love that Trinity does this a lot. Wait, Missy says, I have no slimline and I've been wanting some. I love a mini slimline. The full slimline, I have a hard time storing and they're hard to photograph. Aside from that, I like a regular, but the like 3x6 mini slim, big fan. Yes. And I love stitching on all the things. I think it's so cute. Awesome. Yeah. Sherry says sentiment strip was my first thought too. I'm telling you what, super great. Okay. Trinity does this a bunch. They will have these like little sets where you get the stamps and the dies and they're all packaged together. So you don't have to pick and choose and be like, I don't know if I can afford the dies or if I like they're usually a pretty good price point. And this one has lemons. I got a soft spot. You're simply the zest, your sublime zest wishes. Okay. You could put little eyeballs on this guy. You could, and you could just steal them from the emergency card essentials die set number 1 because there's random eyeballs. Smiles in there. They also have like it's big, maybe a 6x9 layered lemon stencil that this would work well with. It's on the sale rack. So good stuff. I had never seen this next one. And I think it's so cute, right? It's called A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Which then like gave me all the feels, but these are really easy coloring. I love the bold graphic design of them. There's coordinating dies to go with it. And then you get this little mailman. Like, again, 3 days ago, we had the lizard and somebody, tell me if it was you, because I forget who said it, was like, I would put that lizard just in the corner of all my cards. I would put this guy in the corner of all my envelopes. I think that would be absolutely amazing. Amazing. Oh, it's going so fast, guys. I'm trying to grab chats. Deli says, I should buy some lemons for my 12 days of sipping. What is that? I need to know. I want to know all about it. Yes, and the mail truck and the little dog and cat. You guys. So the dog. Look at this dog. Look at him. And the fire hydrant. Sometimes, guys, I open these and it's really hard to give it away. This one I'm excited to give. Well, all of them I'm excited to give away. But every now and then I'm like, ooh. Rita says, I'm making village cards. Yes, it would be a great village situation. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hi to everyone. I just made a mail truck card for my mailman. Yes. I have lots of mail going out these days. Okay. Let's grab some more. We have, these are, well, maybe I'll leave that on there. This is the Cozy Cottage Porch. Again, there's a handful of things with this bear, but even if you're not using the bear, Carrie Rhodes, who's on our design team, she's our design team lead and she's absolutely amazing. I keep seeing her pull in some of these different pieces that have the bear just to build background scenes to put other stamps and dies on. Like she did one, it wasn't this set. There's like a kitchen set that's of this style. And then she put the Ninja Bread Men in there. If you guys haven't seen the Ninja Bread Men. One of my favorite sets from the last release. So cute. So this one also has dies, and I'm just going to leave them rubber banded in there. And hopefully they'll stay that way. Yeah, Trinity, I mean, it's such an amazing company and an amazing group of people. Like I have been on a lot of design teams, and that one is just so warm, and people are so generous with their praise and their feedback and their encouragement. It's a wonderful like group of people. This is Sparkle Season. I love this. So there's this tree made out of gems, but then we also have really great sentiments. Sparkle and shine, treasure of the season. May your holidays sparkle and shine. It's Christmas time, like cute stuff. And then dies to cut out the tree, but also all the individual pieces. I love that Trinity does this. These are little bubble cut dies for all of these little sentiments. Every single one. It's absolutely amazing. Teresa says, Carrie is the one that introduced me to Trinity. I love her. She exudes this like warmth, and the way she giggles, maybe I shouldn't call it a giggle, but she does. And she does all her glue and little hearts. She's so wonderful. So there's our tree. If I'm gushing, you guys, it's just because I can't help myself. I can't. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Again, I got a thing for lemons. Anybody else? I caught this wrong. Ruby says she just turned 90. And for a second, I thought you were saying Carrie Rhodes turned 90. She's not 90. I promise. I promise. Judith says, I love that set. I have a thing for trees. Just you wait for the next one. Oh, just wait. I'm so excited. So it has a little lemon and peas. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This is, I think, a Love Danny. Looks like a Love Danny. Maybe. Yep. I can see up in the top. So she designs some of these stamps for Trinity that are always really beautiful. And then there's tons of very encouraging ones too. And I just think they're great. Super, super wonderful. There are dies, I think, for that one. Okay. This is very, very special. This is Little Christmas Tree. This was, I believe, the Simon Says Stamp Timber exclusive. I have a card. This is the card that I made. And again, I didn't do any shading on here. I stamped with StazOn on the front of an acetate shaker pouch. And then I used paint pens on the back. I have a video for it if you look for it. And I just made like a little shaker out of this. You can't get this anymore. And I think that it is wonderful. I love this shaggy tree. I think T has a video over on her channel using this one, Not Afraid of Color. Definitely worth a look. Oh, so good. Okay, we've got more. This one is, hang on, Filled with Gratitude. I love the size of this sentiment. There are dies for this that I've already stuck in the pile. And then we've got some like fall leaves and berries and this envelope, but you could use the sentiment without this part of the stamp as well. I always need thank you cards. Always, always, always. So lots of fun. And then we have more stamps and dies still, but do you guys want to look at some of the embellishments and then come back to stamps and dies? I think that would be fun. Let's do this one and tell me in the chat, more stamps and dies or embellishments? This is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Deck the farm. Merry Christmas, y'all. It's so, so cute. And that tree in the background is beautiful. Oh, you can't see it because there's glare. I'm just looking without checking my screen. It's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. I'm pretty sure I put the dies over there already. Oh, so, so good. Julie says, I found Trinity Stamps through Embellishments. Yes, 1,000%. They have so many incredible embellishments. And Jennifer McGuire uses a particular set like all the time. And so I think a lot of people find them that way. We'll grab, just wait. We'll grab them all. There's more. Is this the last one? Nope. Okay, there we go. I think that's all the embellishments. Are you ready? Are you ready? A lot of these are still available, but not all of them. This one is Pocket Change, and they are just a great mix of flat sequins without a hole in them and a variety of sizes. They're great for shakers. They're great for just adding little pops of shine on your card. T, I am with you. I have to look away. Embellishment junkie. I have so many. I hoard my favorites. So I have to. You guys, this is bad. You don't need to do this. But I buy doubles of my favorites because I'll use the first one. But if I'm down to one, then I buy another. I can't even. I am not to be trusted. This one is another favorite of mine, Gold Coin. And it is just like this one. Maybe if I open the little pouch here, you'll see it better. And we have a bunch of flat sequins with no hole in them and a bunch of different sizes in gold. Then this is one that is not available anymore. It's called Pastel Pop Blossoms. And then it's all of these tiny little like flowers. They're super cute. I tell you what, you guys, as soon as Christmas is over, I'm ready for spring. Like, let's make some cards with flowers. You know, oh, this one's not closing right. It's so full. Hang on. We're going to set it there and hope I remember not to knock it over. Oh, okay. Yeah, so when we're talking slimline, mini slimline, they are standard envelope sizes. So just your regular business envelopes, the big ones that your bills come in, that's a slimline. And then the slightly smaller one, and you just buy the box at your grocery store, but it's definitely a rectangle, that's a mini slimline. And so it's a really like great way to not have to buy particular fancy envelopes or anything like that. This is beautiful. And it is Crystal Garden. It's so shiny. These are like little flower flakes, maybe. I don't know. You guys, that is stunning and a little iridescent. All right. Then we have a bunch of like solid colored clay embellishments. I think these are super great for all kinds of shaker things. Yeah, this is like a go-to because they're flat enough that I don't need super tall foam to make it work. So we have a pink mix that has light and darker pink, yellow, orange, red. Our colors are Soda Pop for orange, Cheery Cherry for the red, Cotton Candy for the pink, Ripe Banana for the yellow. They're so good. And I love these little containers. They fit in, there's like a storage box thing. Have you guys seen them before? But I don't put mine in there because then I have to take the lid off and then I have to like find a place to put them. So I have these little, let me see if I can grab one. I have these containers from Target that are like $2 and they fit beautifully in here and you can actually sort of read them through the side. This is my favorite way to store my embellishments. So if that's helpful for anybody and they sit low enough in there, I can stack them on top of each other. So then we have more of those clay pieces in purple, white, black, and then this one, this would be so great for a St. Patrick's Day card. Carol says, I would make a big mess. Yeah, I mean, I knock them over as often as I don't. It's great. And then we have black. And again, This one, does this have gems in it or is that all clay? I think it's all clay. So we have black peppercorn, marshmallow fluff, huckleberry, and green apple. We'll just line them up. We'll just make a little show of it. Then these have, it's going to be really hard to see, just a little bit of iridescent sparkle. I don't even want to call it glitter. It is so fine. And these are little sticky back. I love how small the smallest ones are. These are transparent sparkle enamel dots. Yes, so many pretty colors in here, you guys. Then I think some of these are not listed even in Patreon because they don't have names on them. And when you go to the Trinity website, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of embellishments. So it was going to be an undertaking to try to find them. But if there's a particular one where you're like, I want to know what that is, I will reach out to friends and see if they know. This one's my favorite. It's got these little turkeys in it. I can't get that to focus right. Can you see that okay? They are so stinking cute. I don't think this exact mix is available on the website, but they have one called Turkey Trot that has little turkeys in it like this. So, so adorable. You had to pick your top 5 faves. I can't pick. Love the turkeys. Yes. I don't know what it is. I don't do a lot of like fall cards. The color palette is hard for me. But a cute turkey and I am here for it. This one would be super great with some bees. It's like little hexagons, almost like honeycombs and little pops of black in there. I would love to make a card with that one. Then we have some support ribbons and they're like kind of pink, kind of red. And again, I don't have names on these, so I'm not sure. This I've never seen before. I'm not sure what this is. So we're going to try to open it. I will say I usually cut part of the tops off of these, but since it's not mine, I don't want to. This packet's like, hang on. There we go. I'm trying to do it on camera and then I just can't get it right. These are amazing. They have a flat back and then this just incredible shine in there. If you were doing some flowers, this would make a beautiful center for a flower. Some of these are pretty big. Like that's a 1/2 inch almost. And there was a bunch of different colors. I love that. Oh, friends. Oh, friends. All right, so that's an exciting surprise. And then these, I should have just like cracked them all open. Look how beautiful those flowers are. And there's tons of them in a bunch of different colors. What I tend to do with something like this is to kind of mix it with some of these. So you get just a few of the really lovely specialty ones. Amazing, amazing. Kristen says, these look like candy. I agree. I agree. If you've got littles in your house, maybe hide them. My kids are like, if it's not chocolate, I don't care. These are almost like a mother of pearl iridescent flat back sequins, but they do have that faceted edge where some of the other ones have just a round, clean edge on them. So I love that. Yes, I agree. I think those flowers are adorable. And yes, I forgot to eat lunch before we started, and so I might have candy for lunch. That could happen. Yeah, so Target, I have so many storage pieces from Target. I have some from expensive places too. This is the one I use the most. Don't judge me here. These are all my lights from Pear Blossom because I'm obsessed. But this is that same style. And they're maybe $3 or something. And I use them to store all my re-inkers, and you can stack them on top of each other or extra die cuts. Tons of stuff, right? You don't always need really expensive stuff to store your stuff and be organized. These are, they're like matte. We have silver and gold flat back pearls, but it's like a matte gold and a matte silver. Really beautiful. We have some faceted brown, like coppery ones. These are little flat back gems. almost. And I love those. These are hard to see. I think that these are also faceted gems in black. And then the same thing in white, but like a matte white almost. Or they're glossy and it's just that this is like matte plastic. And so I'm getting a little off in what I'm seeing through the plastic. All right, I want to know in the chat, what was your favorite embellishment that we just looked at? I'm a big fan of the turkeys and maybe these flowers. Oh, and the candy. And the candy. Let me see if I have a bin somewhere I can put these in. Nope. We're going to stick them back here. I've got a little table. Hopefully they won't get lost. They're not going to get lost. I will take care of them. Denise had them so nicely packaged in these little like plastic baggies. And I don't want to take the time to put them all back in there yet, but I will before I mail it. I like that she takes such care, right? So they're not going to spill out and end up all over your box and all over everything. Amazing. Okay. Let me get some water. We have a few, well, not a few. We have quite a few more things. It's so big, you guys. We're going to switch back and forth between stamps and dies and what else is in the box. What did people say? The iridescent gems people love. Sherry says all of them. The flat gold and silver sequins. If you don't have a lot of embellishments, you cannot go wrong there. I think it's a really great, super versatile something. What else do we have? The iridescent gems, the turkeys and the flat. The turkeys, you guys, the turkeys. I just love it so much. Okay. This one I had not seen before. This is Forest Party. And we have our little forest critters that are super cute, but we also have like a wine bottle and a glass of wine and these tiny, look at these pieces of pie. Look how cute they are. So many really great options for like, that's going to be my signature stamp. You're going to find it somewhere on the card and it's like a little hunt. I think there are dies for this one too that I've already set aside. Then this made me chuckle, but I think it's really practical. I think it's super practical. I teased this last time. There are 5 pickup tools. 5. These are different than the one I have. I think I have this one somewhere. Like maybe they have changed the design and that's why they're like clearancing them out. I didn't see them listed on the website at all. So let me kind of show you the difference. Okay. Mine is a little bit bigger. So if you buy one now, that centerpiece is a little longer. So if you like that, that's great. But actually this to me, I love this. I think this is really great. So you have several of them. You can gift them to all your crafty friends, but I lose mine. So I have 3 and I keep them stashed in different places. I have one of the older ones and then 2 of the newer ones. So yeah, Brenda says, wow, I love to have multiples of those. It's the kind of thing you would never buy for yourself, right? You would never be like, I think I need 5. I don't know if you need 5, but I was gifted maybe 2 of these when I joined the team. I already had one and having multiples has been just an absolute delight. Okay. Set those aside. Ooh. Then we have, this is beautiful. It's so beautiful. With sympathy, these florals. And again, I don't think they need fancy coloring here. I think you can do that pretty simply. Healing hugs, love that, right? It's sometimes get well soon is not really an option, but healing hugs for sure. With love, I miss you a whole bunch. I care about you. Take care. And then there are coordinating dies here as well. Then, oh, big box. Oh, big box. There's more ink in here. Trinity has, I don't know if they still have ink on their website, but they used to have like a handful of distress inks and maybe these hero hues. So this is blue raspberry. It's close to a team teal. So you know I'm here for it. Maybe that's why they had it. But really, really great. If you haven't used Hero Arts inks before, they're wonderful. They're really, really great, versatile inks. Then I think I just need to get the rest of the stuff out of the big box. There was a sneak peek of this one last time. We have some distress crayons, and I love this color palette. Of course, I'm doing it upside down. We have purple, and then it's almost like a bronze, but it's got a little green in it. And then this really beautiful green. Together, it says Halloween, but it doesn't have to be Halloween. If you haven't seen these before, they do amazing things. So I have some here. Is that the same color? No. And it's like a very waxy, like crayon. It looks like that. But then when you bring in some water, I'm just going to maybe spray this and then grab a rag. I maybe wouldn't do it this way. Oh, I don't want to pick it up. I just want to move it. I don't even know where I set that down. Let's grab it. But you can kind of almost paint with them. You can create some shading, and there's a little bit of shimmer in here. T's probably watching me do this going, Sarah, this is why you don't mix media. Okay, but you can move that color, and then you get sort of variations on that color. So I think these are super fun. This is maybe the worst demo of distress crayons ever, but watch Tim Holtz with them. He's amazing. T, give me a shout out in the chat if this is something you have tutorials for too, because I know T is braver than I am with a mess. So that's the distress crayons. Then you get a crafty glue friend. I love that it's called the crafty glue friend. These are on like half price on the website. I think they're like, I shouldn't say this, but I think they're like $5. And I think they're super great. T says, whoops, where'd you go? She says she has some crayons. Move with your finger or one of Tim's stencil brushes. Okay. So I just didn't want to get messy, and that's why I look like I don't know what I'm doing. But this is a 1 ounce glue bottle. It's great glue. Super fun. Then I think I talked about that already. Oh, these. One of my all-time favorite tools, and a pen that I don't know a lot about. I tried to Google this, and I don't know. It's a water-based pigment pen in milky white. It's Zig. It's a really great brand. So that is probably super fun. I didn't want to unwrap it though. It's in plastic. So I left that. I have used a pencil Teflon bone folder for ages. You've seen me do it. And for a long time, I was using this one, which is a fair bit thicker. And then I got this one from Trinity Stamps, and it's thinner, a little pointier. It fits in the groove of my scoreboard better. I have like a regular one. I can't get this in my scoreboard. Maybe it's user error, but I have always struggled. So this is a real saver. So I use this for all my scoring. And then this is my ergonomic bone folder. And so when you're like pressing down on your score lines or your folded score lines, this saves my hands. It is absolutely amazing. So this pencil one was in our grab bag, and I am so excited somebody gets to try that. Okay, here we go. Look at this guy. Oh, snap. He would fit beautifully on a slim line, but then we also have these little birds that you could use not on a slim line, on a standard A2, just like put half of them. You know, you don't need the whole thing. It's been a while, Crocodile. You're so tweet. Snappy birthday wishes. I got your back. Oh, snap. There is a new crocodile. Is he a crocodile? And do I have it? I think he's on display back there. That is also super cute and has some oh, snap sentiments. But I just laughed so hard when I saw him. I think he's super cute. I think there are dies for that one. This is the Ocean Reef Builder. happy birthday. And I love how thick and chunky that is. Thanks for a jelly good time. And you can use it with this jellyfish. You octopi my thoughts. You're fantastic. You made me ink. Just keep swimming. I hope it's classum. I'm a sucker for you. The puns. If only for the puns. This is absolutely amazing. Amazing, amazing. I am not sure about dies for this one. Maybe. I should have put them together, but again, I kind of ran out of time. This one does not have packaging, but it is a circus tent. Oh, the glare from the plastic. Let's see if we can find a good angle. Anyway, you've got the top of your tent. You've got these little ruffles that you could use not for the tent, but it's just like a paper piecing situation. I love something like this. And you could make the tent and not make it sort of circusy. So definitely, I think there's lots of options here. Delise, yes, I just think it's absolutely adorable. I'm pretty sure Carrie Rhodes has some tutorials with this. But again, the Trinity channel has incredible tutorials. Kelly Taylor's on there, Carrie Rhodes. There are some older videos from Lauren Taylor Made. I'm on there sometimes. T from Not Afraid of Color. I mean, just an incredible, incredible lineup. And then they do hops every time there's a release, and there's usually a giveaway. So definitely worth checking out. Oh, wait. I lost it when I saw this. This set is called Happy Little Tree Farm. It is sold out. And it is hands down my favorite Trinity die set ever. Like, I love this even more than my die sets. And it's so good. Do I have a sample so I can show you what this does? It builds 5 different trees. And then there's like little funny faces that you can put on them. And when I found out it was retiring, that's why there's faces in my set, is because I was like, Tanisa, really, really, really use these all the time. And I want to be able to put faces on things. Oh, here we go. I have 2. So here's this one. And he's just got these little eyeballs. And you build these shaggy little trees, right? So I made a circle shaker. And then this one, again, little eyeballs. This was a craft roulette card. And so his little like butt swings back and forth on the inside. So I am so excited that somebody gets Happy Little Tree Farm. Hands down, one of my favorites. Okay, next. We have stencils. Trinity has great stencils, and a lot of them are really big, so you can cover a lot of area. This one is called Color Swatch. So you have sort of your color wheel, and then you get this grid, and it would be really, really great for like making color palettes of your own and doing all kinds of fun stuff. So it's a 2-layer stencil. Then we got more people coming in, y'all. There's so much stuff here. Then we have this. This is an enormous set. I love a rainbow. I just do. So You Are a Blessing. But then we have each of the different layers of the rainbow, and they all have kind of different leaf patterns. These will bubble cut around those stamped images. And then there's a big one down here that's all one piece, and you can color that in. We have a pumpkin, and then you can stamp the inside of the pumpkin. And then more, you see these? More of those teeny tiny little stamps that are really great for just like hiding a little something or adding a little something to the corner. It's so great. Hang on, there's a question. Are all retired lists on the Trinity website? So yeah, there's a link in the description box straight to that sale section, because they aren't all retiring. Some of them are overstock. It's not going to show a sale price when you're looking at it. If you put it in your cart, it will show the discount. So I would go straight to that sort of sale list and look that way. So you know, I think there's like 18 pages on that sale list. It's super great. Super, super great. The pile over over here, you guys. This is huge. All right, we have maybe 2 more items. This is pattern paper, and it's not on the website anymore. And I looked because I love it, and I kind of want it, you know. Let me take that off of there. And it is, I mean, it's nice, sort of thick. Oh, I love a black and white pattern. That is beautiful. And these are big. It's 9 by 6. It's a really nice size. We have a light blue and then a flower pattern. Then we have, is that the same flower? Yeah, but that's like a gray, almost a tone on tone. And then a wonky stripe. It's not, it's showing almost shiny here. It's not super glossy, but there is just a little something on there. I think it makes the paper feel kind of extra special. This color palette is not one I would ever pick, but I love it. You can't even hardly see this. It is the lightest blue with some like white dotted almost flower shapes on there. Gorgeous. This one, again, very light. And then you've got this sort of dotted line pattern and then some big polka dots. And then we have like a green dot. And then this, I think this is my favorite. It's stunning. It is stunning. Lauren's here. Hi, friend. Can I tell you guys? Oh, Lauren. So we were doing a live stream a while back and all my friends have a glue press and I don't. And whatever. I was like, I don't have room for it. And I made some comment about like, well, if somebody sent me one, I'd have to try it. Lauren sent me a glue press. It showed up in the mail the other day and I laughed so hard I snorted. But I'm excited to try it. I'm like neck deep in the 12 days of giveaways, but I think next week we're going to try it. Thank you, Lauren. You're the best. Oh, one more. Is it just one more? Yep. This is the last one. Okay. It is a stencil set. I'm just going to flip it around. There's a bunch of pieces and I don't want to lose any. So there is or was a die set that cuts out a ton of big balloons. But this is a stencil set that could coordinate with the balloons, but it can definitely be used on its own as well. If you like really sort of flat cards, so you don't have to worry about extra postage. I love this. Or like stencil part of a balloon onto your card and then add just like a word die cut. You guys, on the sale list, hang on. I cannot stress enough. On the sale list are some of my very, very favorite word sentiments. Do we have samples? We've got to have samples. They are these huge, beautiful, they're called cut and foils because you get a die, a shadow die, and then a hot foil plate to go with it. And there's a bunch of different ones. Here's one. Okay. That is the Celebrate cut and foil. It is huge, huge, huge. So this is going to be 5 1/4 inches. And I just put it right across my A2 card. It fills the card. It's almost done. Maybe a sub-sentiment, put it in the mail. So there's Celebrate. There's a beautiful Hello, Joy, Spooky. There's a handful of them and they're on that sale list. And if you're going to buy a handful of things from the sale list, buy a gift card first because they're discounted right now. I think only until the 23rd. There's links to everything below if you want help finding like just the sale stuff. Because again, it won't show that sale price when you're looking at it on the website until you put it in your cart. Okay. But they're top picks. Okay. I want to know in the chat, what was your favorite thing in this absolutely enormous grab bag? Mine has to be the Happy Little Tree Farm because you can't get it anymore. And I love it so, so much. Pam says, I can't spend any more money. Why won't it pop up? I can't spend money anymore. Black Friday did me in. I bought a bunch of grab bags for Black Friday and some new equipment for the craft room. So register to win. There's 2 ways to register, which means you can get your name in there twice. In the description box below are links to as much as I could fit that has to do with Trinity stuff from this box, and then that sale list, and then a link to the gift cards. But I couldn't fit it all because that description box is not very big. So as you're scrolling through that, you're going to find a link to a Google form. If you're not very techy, you might just use the Google form to register. It asks for your name, where you're from. I will only ship physical product within the 48 contiguous United States because shipping's so bad. But if I pull your name and you win that prize and you're international or you're in Alaska, Hawaii, I will get you a digital something. Okay, you're going to win something, and then I will draw a new name for the physical prize. What else do you need to know? Oh, I need your email address. That's how I'll notify you. The subject line will make it really obvious that you won something, and I will ask you to send me your mailing address at that point, right? I'm not asking for that whole mailing address now. I know a lot of people are uncomfortable like just putting that out there. So you're going to fill that out, and then you can sign up for my mailing list if you want, but you can also be like, no, thanks. Totally get that. I have too much email myself. So absolutely, like lots of options. People are telling me their favorite picks, the Gator and the embellishments. That Gator is so good. Everything. Yeah. The Gator's very popular. Look at that. Oh, the Gator was great too. The Mail Village. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. With the little mailman, most of the stamps. That's why we're entering for a giveaway. You don't need money for a giveaway. I'll handle the shipping. I'll handle all of that as long as you're like in the US where I can ship it. I got you covered. I got you covered. All of the trees. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You guys, I'm so glad you love this. So that's way number 1 is just fill out the Google form. It's open for 5 days. This is day 9 of the 12 days of giveaways. So there are 4 other days that are still open, and you can enter to win those. And I'll be back at noon Central Time tomorrow with another D-Stash grab bag, and it's a big one. It's a big one. The second way to enter is through my Patreon. I do have paid membership, but there's a free membership option. So you do have to be a member to vote in the poll. But there's also, if you're like, I've never done this, I don't know what I'm doing, there is a video tutorial right underneath the link to Patreon that'll explain Patreon to you, how it works, what my memberships are, and how to register for free if that's what you want to do. I can't even remember. I think it's just asking you like what your favorite category of stuff was, because there's no way I could list all this in the poll. You have to vote to be entered to win that way, because if you vote, I can download those results, right? They'll give me the data from the poll, and it'll give me your name and your email address. All right. So I will draw that name in 5 days. After Christmas sometime, I'll probably do a quick video, maybe a live, where I announce like all of the winners so far. And maybe we'll do a quick recap of that right now, just so people kind of know. Day 1 was Scrappy Tales. That's Angie Wagoner, and she's already gotten back to me. Hero Arts was day 2, and it was like a subscription box and then some extra goodies. That's going to Wendy McGowan. I've already heard back from her. Day 3 was Waffle Flower. It was 2 huge grab bags. I drew a name, Davtai Kalu Muhammad. I've emailed. I think they live out of the country. So I'll wait to hear back and do a digital prize there if that's if they're actually out of the country and don't have a way for me to ship it. And then I'll draw another name if that's the case. Day 4, Spellbinders was today. I drew those this morning. So the goodie bag full of, I mean, it's a D-Stash, and it's one of those thick flat rate padded envelopes. So Spellbinders, Photo Play, tons of other stuff, is Barb White, who I think is in the US. So I will email her right after this. If you know Barb, tell her to check her email. And then I upgraded. It was supposed to be 2 Saskatoon memberships, but I decided we should do champion memberships. So they get upgraded kits, and they have 2 databases where they can like direct download everything and search by sentiment. There's over 1,000 sentiments. So the first one is Rianne Lehman's Vanderdonk, and the second is Yvette from Yvette Aaliyah Creates. If you don't follow Yvette, go find Yvette. She's amazing as well. And then there was one more giveaway. we did a 2-day giveaway for the Easy Holiday Cards class through LB Handcrafted. She has gathered a bunch of our crafty friends. And so I drew a name for that one, Serena Singer. I will email you right after this. Check your email because you won that giveaway. There are discount codes in the description box below as well. Kendra from Kendra's Card Challenge gave us a 20% discount on any of her memberships. It's only good through the end of December. Lynn from LB Handcrafted gave us an 8% discount on her mystery goodie bags that also come with the 5 classes for masculine makes. I think it's Let's Be Sassy. It's in the description box. Okay. And so you can go over there. I am so delighted that you all joined me for this. This is so much fun. I love seeing what's in these. I love giving it away, and I love lives. I hadn't live streamed by myself until we were doing 12 days of giveaways, and it is so wonderful to get to chat with all of you. I have to rewatch because I missed most of the live. Yeah, definitely check it out. It's super wonderful. And a lot of the products that were in this box are still available and they're on sale. So check that out. Friends, unless somebody has some kind of questions for me, Elise, you're rocking. Thank you. Well, I finally figured out my new camera. Yeah. I love this. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Again, I'd love to see you tomorrow at noon. If I don't, have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas. Have some time with your family. I hope that it's restful and rejuvenating and full of joy. And I will see you later.